slow, watching pizza doing bad shows, cause he's an asshole. Alex Vela, OZ, Rottweiler, Muggsy, Hellcat, Mooch, and the one and only Dixie Lee. Team Bushes is the name, and they all work towards the same fucking goal, and that is only do cost only pizza pain, cause that's all that he deserves. He's been working on our nerve for fucking years. This fucking queer's just a jerk off in a perv. Team Bushes, Team Bushes. Once tried to diddle his brother. I can't even fucking imagine what this did to his mother. He got locked up in a psych ward for his sick crimes, and decades later he got exposed by Joey Dimes. Now he's on a fucking mission to prove he's no Jomo, and he never stops bitching cause he's such a homo. He claims he spent years in prison, but he don't remember exactly where he did his time, cause he's a pretender. He made up this fucking lie to try to impress you, and he'll sad fish and he'll cry to try and finesse you. So Team Bushes is on a mission as pizza's opposition to destroy his fake persona and put an end to his grifting. Team Bushes, Team Bushes, yeah, Team Bushes. They're peeping through the shadows, creeping mad slow, watching pizza doing bad shows, cause he's an asshole. Alex Vela, OZ, Rottweiler, Muggsy, Hellcat, Mooch, and the one and only Dixie Lee. Team Bushes is the name, and they all work towards the same fucking goal, and that is only to cause Tony pizza pain, cause that's all that he deserves. He's been working on our nerve for fucking years. This fucking queer's just a jerk off and a perv. Team Bushes, they're here to keep an eye on you and make your life a living hell, cause you're a piece of shit and that ain't hard to fucking tell. You grift and you scheme and you bitch and you scream and you throw temper tantrums till they give you some green. You're a whiny fucking jerk and you refuse to go to work. If you don't get what you want, you lose your shit and go berserk. Go Z, bought membership for FBS's chat, and you fucking lost your mind and began to attack. Dixie Lee is a lady that you once were obsessed with, then she rejected your ass just like everyone else did. Alex Vela's channel is fucking hilarious. He clowns you in his videos and you should be embarrassed, bitch. You terrorize relentlessly in every single chat, cause nobody has more fucking sock accounts than Hellcat. Rottweiler, Luke, and Muggsy are world-class ball breakers, but Tony Pizza's a fraud and his crew are all fakers. The shadows, creeping mad slow, watching pizza doing bad shows, cause he's an asshole. Alex Vela, OZ, Rottweiler, Muggsy, Hellcat, Mooch, and the one and only Dixie Lee. Team Bushes is the name, and they all work towards the same fucking goal, and that is only to cause Tony pizza pain, cause that's all that he deserves. He's been working on our nerve for fucking years. This fucking queer's just a jerk off and a perv. Team Bushes, yeah, Team Bushes, yeah.
Yizzo, what's going on, everybody? You know, sometimes it really is like when the intro's playing, it's like, oh, it's like going to work, kind of. It's you know, not as bad, of course, but it's like I can't wait till this show is over, and you didn't even start it yet. I'm starting to lose hope, guys. I'm starting to worry. I'm going back to where I was a couple days ago. I don't know if I believe this anymore. I don't know. And like I said, I don't know if I ever really believed it. I've been trying to force myself to. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Starting to get a little depressing. Sally, hey, Meemaw, got $1. Michael Hensley, we love you more. The Saxon, my brother. Miss Can't Be Wrong. Bill Brasky. You're calling C-Cod, huh? Do it. See if he's there. You speak Spanish? Janie Turner, hello. Nick Valente. Sven Larson, Yizzo. I got to admit, I ate a little too much before the show, and I don't feel great. Yeah, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Listen, I usually, I don't believe it. I don't want to go back to this, but a couple of days ago, you saw I did the show. I did 2, I think, where I said, I don't think they got him. I don't think they do. And yesterday, I just woke up feeling positive, and I was like, yeah, they definitely got him. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, let's celebrate. And today, it's like, yeah, I don't think they do. I really don't. I'm back to thinking that Tony Soflo is sitting on his couch right now, Because you got to think about something. One of the reasons people believe I hear you, Miss Gabriel. One of the reasons people believe that he's gone is because he hasn't been on YouTube. Okay? He hasn't been on YouTube. But here's the thing. Shit. Casperosa said this morning that he thinks that SoFlo was picked up on the 10th or after. Okay? So right there, that tells you. Right there, it tells you that if the last time he was on YouTube was the 27th, then he stayed off from the 27th to the 10th, right? So a few more days is not that much of a big deal. A lot of people are, I don't know. I think that's one of the reasons people really actually believe it is because of that. And if you think about it, I mean, if he was going to stay off to the 10th, then what's the big deal? It's only the 14th. So I don't know. But I feel like we would know something by now, guys. I feel like we would. I mean, there's a lot of people that are checking on this all day, every day, and nothing. Not a thing. So I don't know where I'm at with it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I just don't believe it anymore. It sucks, but I can't imagine a situation in which, we there's no way to find out where a person went. It would make you think they never went anywhere. You know what I'm saying? It would make you think that. The one thing is what Janie Turner said to me. Janie, you said something about SoFlo's deportation status or something has been saying pending, and now it's clear. Where is that exactly? Jason Mikesell, did I shout you out? My brother. Did you hear the news? Does Jason even know? Oh, Jason. Hold on. Jason, do you know? Don't tell him, guys. Don't say shit. Does he know? He might already know. Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought we could surprise you with good news. We don't know, but I think. Go to his DOC page. DOC page? What the fuck is that? Department of Corrections? LOL, just call him FBS. If he answers, tell him to go fuck himself. Nah. Listen, guys, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I understand for you people that believe it. I understand, but I'm just, I just have to see. I have to see proof. That's what they're saying, Jason, but there's no way to find. We can't find him any fucking where. You know what I mean? Like, nowhere. And every day I keep trying to remember to call that fucking number back. And every day, by the time I think about it, it's after 3:00. All right. And it always said, no, Jason, no, we can't celebrate like that. Not me and you. Don't do it. Don't do it, fucker. Let me see. The Florida DOC? Why would he still be on there? Is that right, Zoran? I don't blame you. Sadly, with concrete proof, it's all without concrete proof. It's all speculation. Fuck that ripper. I know. Pizza may have had Montiglio, but you have the mayor on your team. There you go. Montiglio. Oh, that's what he said, though. Club soda. It is FPS. Yeah, for real. Stick to that, man. I'm having one of my bad days today. Maybe that's why I'm feeling a little negative about all this. I woke up not feeling well mentally, and I still don't. And actually, physically, I kind of feel like shit too. So, wait a minute. What do I look at? Inmate release information search? Let me just check this real quick. All right, let me see what this says. Jorge O. Espinoza. All right. Release date 5/30/2015. Aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Jesus Christ. Aggravated assault. Weapon, no intent to kill, grand theft motor vehicle, battery on law enforcement, officer, escape, burglary, discharging machine gun, and 2 counts of shooting or throwing missiles into vehicles. That's from shooting into a car. I don't understand. Where would it say it, Janie? I think there's a column all the way at the end. There used to be an immigration status. Oh, man. I got kicked off. Hold on. I see 20 years, date canceled, date of custody. No. Incarceration, detainers. Detainer. 9/5/2002. INS Miami. Type detain. Date canceled 5/27/2015. So in other words, when he got out of the feds and he went into state prison, they put a detainer on him, but then when it was time to let him out, they just lifted the detainer. What did it used to say, though, Janie? Curious. All right, I got some things I think I got to read you. Hold on. Oh, you guys are going to like this. Hold on. Okay. All right. This is from Damien the Omen Trites. You ready? Now that he can't attack my family, I'm here to set the record straight. Hey, Beck, Brooklyn, you're a cunt. I drove to New York and you know it. I begged for you cunt rags location while I was 30 deep. You motherfuckers was shook to death. That's why you wouldn't give me your location, you clown. You're a true clown. The only reason I shut my mouth is because he's a vile, sick human being who attacks people's families. You're a bitch for associating with him, clown. There you go. There you go. That's from Damien Trites. Yeah, it is. Let me see. Did you check the local pool halls? No, but it'd probably be a good place to start. See if you're swinging any pool sticks in there. I'll say again, SoFlo is still in Miami at a joint called Havana having a heart on. Working a glory hole. You might be right, man. Oh, look, Liberal Dan is here. He's a good guy. You should check his channel out and subscribe. Liberal Dan Radio. He's here for one of the regular shows. What's up? Good to see you, Dan. Dan, we think we got somebody deported who actually really deserved it, but we're not 100% sure yet. I'm no fan of Becky either. I know you're not. You tell him Damian Schreitz, LOL. Damian Schreitz will get the key to the city. Oh, shit. Zoran Mondani said Damian will get the key to the city. He don't even live in New York. That's great. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. Listen to Liberal Dan. Hit that shit. I don't know what to say, guys. You know, I'm just deflated a little bit because I'm not going to lie to you. I may have heard a thing or two today that gives me more reason to believe that he's at home. You know, good reason to believe that. So, you know, it's a little depressing. That definitely brought me down. I was already down, and that brought me down even further today. And the thing is, you know, I guess it's one of those things where you got to add up all the reasons to believe he is locked up or deported and all the reasons to believe that he isn't. And it just seems like there's way more signs that he isn't. Fucking sucks, man. Beck will be mopping my floors for minimum wage come Monday morning. I have spoken. Street Smart Politics, wow, interesting about eating someone who should actually be deported instead of the people. Yeah, no, this is not a good guy, Liberal Dan. This guy is an animal. I mean, he's attacked people's families to no end for no reason. He's attacked people's children. He's tried to get women followed home from their jobs. He was accused once of raping his own son's mother. He went to prison for 22 years for shootings and robbing mail trucks and burglaries and all kinds of crazy shit. So, and he's a terrorist on YouTube. He terrorized all of us for years. Yeah, sounds like a deplorable. Well, he's a Cuban guy who sat around with a MAGA hat on. And now there's a good chance he got deported. Poetic justice. Anyway, guys, I don't know, man. Why don't you guys tell me how you all feel? I'm curious. What's up, Angela Jade? Jason Meisel, Tony Soflo is a clinical psychopath. Should never let his ass into the country. No. Oh, and by the way, I saw that Canarsie did a little video about this today, and I listened to it. And, you know, he's obviously studied up on this shit and researched it, but I don't think he's not like this is my argument against what Canarsie said. Even though I'm not sure what I think anymore either because of certain things I heard today, but Canarsie made a lot of good points. The only problem was he completely left out the fact that Tony Soflo has had a deportation order since 1986. You know what I'm saying? And there was one or two other things he left out too, but you know, Tony talks to Soflo. They're buddies lately. I mean, what? Who? Jeff Canarsie talks to Soflo. So, you know, you never know if he talked to Tina or their family or anything. He said he could tell you 100% that Tony did not get arrested and he didn't get deported and he's fine. Now, does that mean anything? Not necessarily. But again, somebody who knows him, and you know Jeff Canarsie, if he thought, if he had proof Soflo was gone, he would have been doing a show that Soflo was gone. You know? But, you know, I didn't go by anything he said. Because like I said, he left out some very important points about this shit. He also left out that the congressional aides said that ICE has Tony, you know, but there's other things I heard, you know, that got me down. Found out some things. He tried to get me fired from my job, but thank God it was the wrong department, wrong person, wrong location. Well, of course it was. That's Soflo. God forbid he ever gets the right information on someone. He's deported is how I feel. Gotcha. Hawaiian Jeff needs to be deported to Samoa. Why is he Hawaiian Jeff? Well, something is obviously very, very wrong for him to have just disappeared. He is too narcissistic to not respond to all this stuff going on right now. But here's the thing, Janie, and I understand why you say that, but Kasparoza, and I go by what he says a lot when it comes to this specific thing. Kasparoza said that he thinks he got picked up on the 10th or after. It's the 14th now. So that tells you right there that even Kasparoza believes that he just stayed off the internet since December 27th. So if he could stay off from December 27th to the 10th, he could certainly stay off to the 14th. So I don't know. Plus, you know, I told you, there's a couple of things. First of all, I heard he received paperwork, a possible lawsuit. I was told that in late December. And Tina, I'm telling you guys, you see, I can't say everything. But, you know, some things might have, you know, happened with Tina to make her life more difficult. And she might have hit her breaking point and said, motherfucker, you're not going on anymore. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I just want a definitive answer. And guess what? Everybody does. Because I think even the people who believe this the most, you're still not 100% sure. Good morning. I've been catching up on this saga. Tony has been detained. The evidence is all around you. Not around me. The greatest irony to all of this is that SoFlo is a huge MAGA supporter. I know. That's the greatest thing about it. My guy tells me SoFlo is not deported. He is probably watching this show. That's my feeling. Is that right? Yeah. When did you text me then? Because I know, you know, you have access. LOL, you're talking about Jeff Canarsie. You can't believe shit he said. No. That's why I said anytime I say things, they get conflated. That's not why I said I don't believe. I actually think Jeff is wrong because he missed so many things. It has nothing to do with that. It wasn't stuff I heard before or during Canarsie's show. It was stuff I heard that has nothing to do with Canarsie later on from people that, you know things. And it just doesn't look good. I'm not, you know, at liberty to say, but it doesn't sound good. I mean, there's less and less reason every day to believe that he's at home, or I mean that he got deported. There's more and more reason to believe he's at home every day that passes. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, Canarsie has no, you know how I feel about Canarsie. There's no, he has no effect on my opinion. You know, none of his shit he did today or anything. I'm not saying he don't know some of the shit he's talking about, but you know, he left out like two of the most important points: the congressional aid and the immigration detainer that SoFlo has had without a doubt for 30 fucking years now. 40 years. My bad. 40 fucking years. Oh my God. So, but it's not that. It's, you guys know me, man. There's only certain people that I'll believe when they tell me stuff. Only certain people. And this is several now. Okay. So first, the congressional aide contacted Maureen. She didn't call him. He called her to update. Well, she called him initially, but yeah. Howie said his guy told him he got picked up around Christmas. But when did Howie say? See, here's the thing, Blimpy. I heard some of the Howie stuff, but all I heard him say is that SoFlo was looking for his information, and he wasn't having that. So he told his guy about it, and his guy said, I guess that they're going to be picking him up soon. But he said he got picked up around Christmas. So why didn't Howie announce this then? Why did he just announce this a couple of days ago? Or did he? I don't get it. No, I can't, Nick. But believe me, you guys know me, man. It's just like I said, people like Canarsi's show, shit like that. I don't just listen to anybody at all. But there are some people where, listen, I'm a good enough guys. I've predicted everything on here. Admit it. You want to lie about it? Go ahead. But I've admitted I predicted fucking MRE's weight, his height, where he was from, his love for dogs, his AIDS status, all of that shit. I predicted it. I told you before we even knew who he was. I was 100% right. Same thing with NB. Same thing when people are doxing the wrong person, and I'm saying they doxed the wrong person. I'm not a super smart guy. I'm not claiming to be, but I'm far from dumb. And especially when I have my hopes up like this, I'm not looking to be disappointed. So when I hear things that just make sense to me, then they just make sense to me. You know, I accept it. And I'm hearing more and more reasons from people I've been talking to that he's fine, that nothing happened. And again, you know, my main problem is I looked up 1,000 different ways. How do I find out if somebody is in a ICE detention or ICE custody? How do I find out? ICE. Go to the ICE website, which is what I've been doing. That's what they all say. Today I went to see if he was in the federal detention center in Miami. He wasn't. He's not. Then I checked Miami-Dade County jail again. He's not in there. And then I went on some other website. What did it tell me? I took screenshots. Oh, you have to call. There's a number you have to call. But for the most part, they all say the same thing. Go to the ICE website and search their name or their alien number. And that's what I've been doing. And it's been how many days now? How many days? This shit supposedly happened on what? Or when Maureen got the call was what? Monday or Tuesday? It's Thursday. Is it Thursday? It's Wednesday. Was it Monday then? Maybe Monday. I mean, you'd think it would update by now. Maybe that's possible, Janie Turner. Yeah. Well, a whole lot of people, like Maureen and Casperosa and some other people, put in a whole lot of effort and worked their asses off to get them deported. He was warned right after Christmas, picked up a few days later. He has a handler. He's been detained. Oh, well, why the fuck didn't anybody tell me that? I asked yesterday, and Maureen said no. I asked, is there any chance that Tony knew he was going to get picked up after the new year or whatever? And Maureen said no. See, now that brings my hopes back up again. So he did get a warning. So I'm assuming that's the paperwork he got. He was warned right after Christmas, picked up a few days later. Well, that's good. That's good. Now I feel good again. He's gone. Sailor said he hasn't heard from him in 2 weeks. Oh, really? Oh, shit. See? This is why I do this, because now you're giving me good news, guys. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Blimpy. I didn't know this. Why are you keeping this shit from me, guys? Tell me more. Oh, my God. You know I can't be all involved in this right now. I'm fucking far away from home. I got shit going on. You guys got to text me this stuff and tell me, somebody. Email me something. There has to be an explanation why he isn't showing up as being in custody in any of the law enforcement databases. Well, Jason, I think that there's a good chance he got picked up and he's gone. They shipped him away. And that's why, because he's no longer in ICE custody. You know? I wonder what they're going to do with him, though. Are they going to fucking let him be free in some country and start another life? Or are they going to put him in prison like CCOT? Oh, I hope so much. Yeah. I was just curious because I haven't been around in quite a while. No, I hear you. He's gone, FBS. Well, I hope so, bro. Believe me, that's what I want to hear. I just see. I don't know things like this. I asked yesterday. I said, did he know he was gonna get locked up? Because he said he wasn't going to be here after the new year. Now I understand he had been saying that for months, but or did he know he's going to get deported? Whatever. I said it yesterday, and Maureen said no, but I guess she just meant like that early on. He didn't know, like, because he started talking about leaving after New Year's months ago, which he does every year. You know what I'm saying? Third, he's admitted many times that he doesn't care about Tina's job. Again, because his ego and narcissism doesn't allow him to care about anyone but himself. That's true. That's true. But now I feel positive again, guys. See, that's all I needed. Now I feel positive. Oh. I hope he dies. I swear to God, I hope he dies. I believe it 100% that guy wouldn't have said that to Maureen if it wasn't true. Kasperoza could be wrong on when he was picked up. I think he was picked up around Christmas. Well, I say this, Dave, about the guy. The reason I doubted the congressional aid is very simply this. If a congressman or something feels like he's being nagged or anything like that, he'll just say anything he has to do to appease you. He'll just say, yeah, they got him. You ain't got to worry no more. Hoping that she would just take his word for it or something. You know what I mean? That's why I was worried about that, because why would I trust somebody like a congressional aide? Yeah, but she wouldn't. Yeah, she won't tell the truth. She won't tell the truth. We should all call her. I don't have her number, though. I could get it in 10 seconds. No problem. His handler told him this was coming, so Flo knew it was happening. So has he been he's been staying in contact with what, INS or something like that for a long time now? Yeah, I know what you mean, but like I said, things started to get kind of bad for Tina. You know, I'm not gonna say anything more than that. I'm just saying that you guys don't know, but I know. Things started getting bad towards the very end of the month there. That's why I just assumed, yeah, he's staying off YouTube, because I told you guys, I most of SoFlo's so-called friends would tell me everything. You know what I mean? Like all the time. I'm not going to get specific about who, but there was many, many times where she forced him to stop fighting with me. You know, and I think I made it clear on here that I'm not going to stop. So maybe I just assumed she said, no, you're done, at least for a while. Jeff Canarsie literally made a video asking the mafia to make sure Merlino takes permanent vacation. What a twerp. God damn, Jeff. Let me see. I hope he's gone. We're having too much fun. I know. Pizza's flipping out because he got caught being a fake wannabe gangster again. He's flipping out right now? All right, let's see. Guys, you want to donate? Do me a favor. Donate. All right, now listen, my hopes are back up. I didn't know this. He was warned. So he knew. In a way, I'm kind of surprised he didn't run, but then again, what's the fucking point? I mean, even legal citizens can barely walk out their front door without running into ICE at this fucking point. Where are you going to hide? You know, he's got nobody. He's got one place to go, Tina's house. That's it. So that's good. I'm feeling better about this. Thank you, Angela and Blimpy. What was I doing? Oh, let me see how this fucktard's flipping out. Wait a minute. Let me read this first. FBS, a friend of ours thinks he was taken into immediate custody and deported, which if true would be like woohoo. Yeah, I know. Which that would make the most sense, honestly. If he was picked up, and he obviously was, I guess, there's no question about that, according to the people who know more about this shit than I know, then that's why he's not showing up. He probably got deported immediately, which I did check today. Although I got to be honest, when I researched it, basically what I found out is if you're in Tony's situation, you would be held and given a court date for a hearing to state your case and defend yourself. But if you're somebody who just like crossed the border, you're getting flown out right away. But I'm sure that can, that goes on a case-by-case basis. I mean, there's definitely a possibility that Tony just got picked up and flown away, which is just, wow. I wonder where he is. See, this is why information helps, guys. I'm not part of that little crew over there. I wasn't part of this. So you guys got to fill me in with this stuff. Or otherwise, I'm going to be coming on here all the time doubting this bullshit. Who needs that? I believe he knew. Maybe. I didn't know he had a handler, though. Let me see. Dimes made a phone call to a cop, and she was aware that Sean McCarthy is a fake wannabe gangster. I heard about it. I heard it. Yeah, she said he told her he was in the mafia. And guys, this is the same thing he did when he called the detective in York County. He said he was in the mafia. The guy told me. He said, the guy calls me. He's talking about he's in the mob, and I don't know what to think. I'm like, don't think anything. He's not. The volume of arrests equal a ton of data going into those databases serving the ICE website, no real-time updates. True. Even if detained SoFlo keeps a phone boofed at all times, he'd go live. That's true. FBS, exactly what a friend of ours thinks. He was deported immediately based on an old order. Yeah, I was told that too, yeah. Guys, don't get mad at me, anybody. It's not, I'm not saying anybody's wrong or anybody's lying. I'm just, it's, I don't know. I guess it hasn't been to the point yet where I'm 100% sure, and I just can't wait. As soon as I see his name or something on a site, or I find out somehow, if I talk to somebody on the phone or something, that he's gone, and oh man, oh my God, that's going to be a real celebration. Seriously, I'm going to go to Jason's house. We're going to drink a hot apple cider or some shit since we can't drink alcohol. Oh, of course he is. No, well, he's not going back to Cuba, that's for sure. Apparently, he made it 40 years in this country just because Cuba doesn't want him back. Cuban Muscle was Pizza. What's that? Was Pizza chat earlier? He said Muscle spoke. Yeah, I know. Muscle spoke to Tina, and then she's trying to get him out, that he's being detained somewhere in Florida. That's from Pizza's chat. I heard it. I was listening to Pizza's show, but, Cuban Muscle can suck my dick, and I don't personally believe anything he says. I don't. But it's possible. I hope she can't get him out. Hopefully he's making a computer out of coconuts somewhere. Yeah. Because you know what the big fucking thing would be? That would just be a nightmare. If somehow he's allowed to stay. Oh, my God. But I don't see that happening. Is that right? Oh, yeah. It's going to be very tough on him. He's basically going back. Well, no, he did. He was young when he came here, but he was still, what was he? He was probably 21, something like that when he got here. Rumor has, I read that one. Did you listen to what Kane Shades put out today? It's only a few minutes long. I wouldn't listen to Kane Shades under any circumstances, at any time, anywhere, no matter what, even if it's the only thing in the world left to listen to. Never in a million years. I can't even listen as slowly as he talks. But what'd he say? Phony Tony is streaming you. Yeah, well, what else is he going to do? Fucking dickhead. Immigration data tracking is far different from tracking inmates and stuff. They get lost in a clogged system, especially when they're in transit. It's also a security risk. I know, but you know what I'm saying? There's also, I'm sure that there's not, it's not as common as you might think. And it just happened to happen with SoFlo. That's why I'm, leery to believe it. Tony SoFlo and people like him is what Trump campaigned against, removing people from this country who entered illegally and stayed to commit a litany of crimes. Yeah, that's what he campaigned against. That's not what he stuck to, but yeah. Well, that's what I said. That's what I said to Maureen yesterday. I said, do you think there's a chance he knew, because he kept saying he was going to be gone after New Year's. Now, he was saying it was because of work, and he says that every year, but maybe he just knew. Maybe he just knew, because somebody close to him did tell me, bro, it's no bullshit. He really is going to be gone after the New Year. But, I didn't know what kind of gone they meant. I don't know. Jesus Christ, how dare you, Zoran? Why are you using racist language in here, fuckface? Without internet access in Cuba, SoFlo would write Lemonhead search engine optimization in effect in the sand on a beach, hoping we see it from Google Maps satellite view. That's right, Noir Nico, see ya. Tony Pizza, we see you watching. The mayor is here and you're not allowed in NYC. You tell him. Yeah, for real. FBS, why are you on the lam in Alaska hiding behind a green screen? Oh, yeah, that fucking jerk. Pizza. He's a fucking idiot. Seriously, you can't trust anyone on the internet. No. Jason said you can trust me. If I actually knew who you were, maybe. He's trustable, believe me. Trustable. He's trustworthy. Pizza is saying right now he was with Fritzy. Get the fuck out of here, man. He was not with Fritzy. He's a fucking idiot. Ugh. But all kidding aside, you need to be vigilant and skeptical online. Oh, of course, you have to be. Play the video, dick dance. All right, hold on. Yeah, skin that smoke wag. You're a funny motherfucker. FBS, I'm a couple minutes behind. I heard you say if a congressman is being nagged, he would say whatever to get rid of yada yada. I never called them after meeting. They emailed me weekly. Oh, no, I didn't mean you were nagging them. I'm just saying if they feel nagged. But you had a meeting with them? Oh. See, guys, what do you expect? Are you not going to fill me in and then wonder why I'm so fucking skeptical? I never called them after meeting. They emailed me weekly. Then I got a call. So what was that, like Monday morning you got a call and then you returned it, and that's what we heard? Nice. Everybody hit the like button, please. Well, then see, now I feel good again. Now I'm happy again. It wouldn't hurt if maybe one of you guys would like email me or something and tell me like some of this stuff so I know, so I don't doubt it anymore. It would be nice. You wouldn't be able to hide. Tina and her family would be surveilled. Her financial use would be monitored. And of course, since he has a cellular device, it's easy to triangulate his location. Well, I'll be honest with you, Anonymous Legion. This is like the gang who couldn't shoot straight. You realize they're just hiring anybody. There was a guy that they just did a story about this. There was a guy that applied. He was a liberal guy. And he said specifically on the application, I do not want to be an ICE agent, right? But he applied to be an ICE agent. And they called him and told him he's hired if he wants the job. There's no bullshit. Okay, so anybody, you know how many of the Proud Boys and these white supremacists and the January 6 guys are now ICE agents? No training, no nothing. That's why shit like the Renee Good situation is happening. So in other words, I don't think they're, doing all that for a fucking Cuban guy who's already been in the country 40 years. I think it's like, we're going to knock on his door. If he's here, we're taking him away. If not, we'll find him another time. Yeah. Thank you, Maureen, for filling me in a little bit. I might need you guys to do that every now and then. I'm playing your show live, Dick Tense. I know. Being cautious and skeptical and wanting to confirm this to be 100% true is the way. Yeah, and I don't know why I don't know. I think, you know me, guys. I am the way I am. I'm FBS because when I take an interest in something or when something is happening, like I've never been in this type of situation, but say one of my friends got locked up or I caught a case or some shit, I will research it until I have the answer and I'm 1,000,000% sure of it. So that's just the way I am. You know, I don't trust anything. I never really did, but especially after 4.5 years, I'm sure Maureen and Angela and everybody can understand that. I just don't trust anything. And anytime something good happens, something comes along to fuck it up, you know? So it's like, I'm so worried it's not true because I swear to God, guys, this guy being deported is good for the whole fucking country. I mean, it's not like he's, you know, roaming the whole nation committing crimes and stuff, but he's doing it on the internet. And he's doing it to people no matter where they are, whether they're in Canada, whether they're in London, whether they're in Pennsylvania, whether they're in Arizona. It doesn't matter. You know, he's terrorizing people all over the country, and it's only a matter of time until he starts really breaking the law. I told you, guys, the only reason he's not in prison right now is Tina. If he was left to his own devices and he had to fucking support himself, he'd be robbing and stealing everything that wasn't fucking nailed down. You know, so he's a fucking one-man crime spree, and he's a domestic terrorist as far as I'm concerned. And he should be removed. And that's why I just want it to be true so bad, you know. And this is the way I am with everything. Anytime something good, I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's not just Mobtube. It's my life. You know what I mean? I've been through a lot of shit. So, and as we all have. So, you know, anytime it seems like there's good news and something's going to be coming, but it's not here yet, so we don't know exactly for sure if it's going to happen, I will worry about every possible reason it might not happen. And that's what I'm doing now. That's what I'm doing now. It has nothing to do, Maureen, Angela, me not believing anybody. It's just, it's such a great thing. I mean, if you were to ask me, if there's one person, all right, there's one person other than Sofla, this person I actually want to kill someday. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to eventually. So maybe not. But for the most part, I think if you ask me one person I want to remove from YouTube, I want to remove the other person from the earth. But from YouTube, yeah, it'd be Tony Soflo. Even over pizza. You know, even over pizza. It's trending towards it being true. It certainly is. Maureen Mo, this is what I explained earlier. You were contacted by the congressional aide to give you an update his office received from ICE. SoFlo was a priority because of the evidence in hand. That's good shit, man. And yeah, if the congressman got involved and you know, told them, listen, this guy, I'm getting calls about him. He's terrorizing people. He's a lifelong criminal. Get this guy. FBS 3 makes special organic healthy spinach and kale juice and we'll toast the part. Yeah. Yes, and then I let them do their job and just waited. That's what's up. Cuban said America isn't setting their best. Cuba said America isn't setting their best. Yeah, yeah, that's funny. Like Trump said about Mexico. Yeah. Anyone have an idea why ICE is acting to deport him immediately now? Well, what do you mean? This is what we've been talking about. A lot of people apparently took part in this with, I guess, Maureen and maybe Casperosa and whoever the fuck else was involved. I think even Josie, because she had a restraining order against him. That's what they said the other day. So I think they just took all this evidence of this guy being a fucking walking nightmare, a terrorist, like I said, and they brought it to, you could tell me if I'm right, Maureen, brought it to a congressman, I guess. And they had the change.org petition and all that. I think it's just so much stuff that it's really an overwhelming amount of shit to show anybody. Look at what this guy is up to right under your fucking nose, and he doesn't even belong in this country. He has a plus. Listen, you know, for ICE to just come across your deportation order could take a while, but if a congressman goes to them and says, "Hey, here's a guy, he's illegal, deportation order since 1986, and he's you know, he lives right here, 205 East 12th Street in Hialeah. That's it. You know, it's not like they got to go far. He has a family member that was deported to Cuba, and he explained the whole process. It's very interesting. Really? Think what would? Wait, what are you talking about? What do you mean, Janie? Listen, can someone just call the U.S. Embassy in Cuba and ask them if he's there? Well, but there's another thing I'm confused about. Like, as far as anybody knows, he's not going back to Cuba, right? Because isn't that why he got to stay here for 40 years? Because Cuba didn't want him back because of his record or whatever. Isn't that the case? Yeah, of course. Soflo will not be allowed to stay in the U.S. due to his criminal record. He's been under further investigation because of his YouTube antics. He's been continuing criminal activity via internet, YouTube. No doubt, bro. See if you could drop the link for Maureen if she will take it. She's got all the good information. Well, it's up to her if she wants it. Yes, exactly. Okay, good. Then that means they might send him somewhere. Guys, like, I swear to God, if he goes to CCOT, oh my God, I'm half tempted. Let me see something. This will put us all in a good mood. Give me a second. Don't leave. Don't go nowhere. But donate while I'm gone. Do me a favor. Let's see here. Hold on. Let's just take a look. Everybody take a quick look at CCOT. Okay? Just in case he's there. You can sleep better knowing this is what it's like. Hold on. Let me see if I can find a news thing. This is what you got to watch. This is what I got to watch.
Torture and life-threatening prison.
Yeah, this is the thing that Donald Trump had killed. He made it so, you know, he threatened them not to put this on the air, but it leaked anyway. But they didn't air it because of him. He doesn't want people to see where he's sending people. Let's see. Damn, look at that.
Arriba, en el área de pasarela, donde tenemos un control visual.
In the streets, the population is starting to find its feet again.
No bajan y...
The beds are simple metal bunks without mattresses or blankets.
Damn, man. Anyone who's been in jail knows that those fucking things are bad enough to sleep on with a fucking mattress, considering the mattress is a fucking inch thick. But god damn, that's miserable.
And to wash, prisoners have to make do with 2 cement tubs filled with water.
Ya tienen lo necesario para los conceptos básicos. Y a los costados de las pilas hay un sanitario también.
A single toilet for 80 people.
Do you believe this shit, guys? Do you believe it? Oh man. Somebody please make me happy and tell me that he's definitely there. Tell me he's definitely there. Hold on. FBS, when they ask to name one thing Trump did right, you can mention this. That's right. I'll say the First Step Act, getting the hostages freed a couple of months ago, Operation Warp Speed, and deporting Tony Soflo. Rumor has he was trying to bribe the guards with expired hometown buffet coupons. Oh, shit. I did a stream last night. If you watch the first 10 minutes, you will understand. Might not even be that long. Oh, all right. Good. Good. This is what I need to learn. I need to learn. All right, let's get back to this. Hold on. Let's watch more. Hold up.
And there's no place for rebellion. The first prisoner to cause a problem.
You notice they are silent, which tells me they're not allowed to speak. They are silent.
Is sent to solitary confinement, a cell measuring 3 by 2 meters, even more cramped.
Aquí estamos en una celda de castigo.
You ever hear a prison this quiet?
Puede observar una plancha de cemento,
a concrete bed, a water basin, and a toilet.
una pila, y al otro lado está un sanitario.
The only source of light is a tiny window in the roof.
Oh my fucking God.
The most uncooperative prisoners can spend up to 15 days in this cell.
I want to see one of Tony's stupid fucking eyes peeking through that hole. And I'd like to stick a fucking pencil in it.
Acá es donde se asemeran que haya una agresión entre internos o contra de algún personal penitenciario.
And to contain the slightest rebellion,
I wonder if a CO gives him trouble if he threatens to dox the guy's whole family. I wonder.
the guards are in constant training. And the warden has prepared for anything that could happen.
En el caso de que se esté generando alguna fuga, que ya alguien haya...
I want to see more of the prison. Hold on.
In front of our cameras, the prisoners receive their medication.
Listen to that. I literally just heard a pin drop. It's fucking silent. They can't speak.
And when they are allowed 1 hour out of their cells, it is to sing religious hymns in unison.
Estos son los programas generales que están enfocados en el rescate de valores a través de la parte espiritual. Eso es algo bien importante. El privado de libertad necesita algo en qué creer. Y qué mejor hacerlo a través de la práctica de la religión.
It's Theological Thursday.
To support his argument, the director has chosen a prisoner, the only one authorized to speak to us, a member of Barrio 18, sentenced to 16 years in prison for extortion.
Eric M., I'm not sure. I'm not feeling real great tonight, so I might not do the politics thing.
Muy bien, ¿verdad? No, los agentes no abusan de nosotros en ningún momento. Lo clínico nos da prioridad a los agentes. Cuando pasa algo, puede ver lo que son mis dedos, pues yo andaba fregado, pues yo reporté y me excedieron, ¿verdad? No vivimos sobrepoblado.
What message was posted from ICE to Maureen? What?
De la parte legal, pues no hay nada ilegal.
Un nuevo hijo que pues que Dios lo ha bendecido con ella, ¿verdad? Y empezar de nuevo una nueva vida, ya formar
He's got a fucking baby in there.
parte de una familia.
About to have a baby.
By one,
What the fuck are they doing?
a very painful procedure,
Oh,
especially on the face, an area full of nerve endings.
no, pues ese dolor es indescriptible.
What are they doing, guys? What are they doing to him? Wait a minute. What is this?
Algo nervioso.
Maria uses a laser to pulverize the ink pigments one by one.
Oh, this is to get rid of tattoos? What?
A very painful procedure,
Oh,
especially on the face, an area full of nerve endings.
no, pues ese dolor es indescriptible.
They're removing your tattoos by force, huh?
Donde te va pasando el láser, te va como ardiendo.
Goddamn shame SoFlo doesn't have any.
Pues trata la manera de no pasar mucho en el dolor, porque si no, pues, o sea, no resisto. Claro, vale la pena.
The ordeal will last an hour and a half.
Vale, voy a ir con la barbilla.
Sí. Arriba, en el área de pasarela, donde tenemos un control visual.
That's what we saw. Anyway, that's just some of it. But I've seen other things where they're literally like tortured every day. Every day. I'd give SoFlo respect if he got into a high-speed chase with the Corvette. Hell, I'd give him props if he was fleeing with his pink wig and electric scooter. Yeah, Nico, see it. It just makes me mad because a lot of this could have stopped a long time ago had YouTube actually done something about it. Yeah, well, can't count on them for that. Hindsight is 2020, but would have been perfect to a congressional aide. Would you be able to fax me? I'm sorry. Evidence of this situation. Do they still do faxes? Maybe email or something. But I get you. You're right. So deported over complaints, or he broke a crime. Broke a crime. ICE has quotas now, not to mention their popularity among independents is at an all-time low. Getting rid of someone like SoFlo helps with something like that. Yeah, it does. I heard they're sending to Venezuela. Who, him? SoFlo? The key here that people aren't talking about is that the moron never contested his deportation order when he got out of prison. This is why there's no hearing or anything. It was executed immediately. Who are you, Booger Presley? I like what you're saying. Dan, that dude did all that jail time only to get deported over some information. Retard. I told you guys. I told you, the dumbest motherfucker on planet Earth. The dumbest motherfucker on planet. Got caught every crime he ever committed, even this one. Stupid motherfucker, man. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Chris, look up conditions in Miami Chrome. That's where I was going to call earlier, bro, but it was too late. Don't know if it's better. He got sent to CCOT immediately, or he has to suffer in Chrome for a while, knowing he's going to CCOT. All right, let's check it out. This is fun. Let's see how bad SoFlo is suffering right now. The fuck, man? Oh shit. We got something, guys. Hold on. Oh yeah.
And ICE detention facilities in the state of Florida. Attorneys tell me people from all over South Florida are brought to that facility.
Sleeping on hard floors.
Oh, hold on. I missed it. Mr. Anonymous. Oh, I just got it. Mr. Anonymous, $6.99. Hope all is well. Oh, thank you so much, brother. See, I had a good morning. A lot of people donated. Now I had a good night. Thank you so much, Mr. Anonymous 6. I appreciate you, brother.
Like sardines and stuck on buses for weeks while sleeping in handcuffs. Those are the conditions undocumented migrants describe in this report from the nonprofit Americans for Immigrants.
What happened to Tina? She got fat a long, long time ago, and she got old and ugly, and she didn't have many options in life, so she started picking Cuban scumbags who beat on her. That's probably not what you meant, but it's an answer, isn't it?
Injustice.
In a word, horrifying.
The nonprofit says it collected declarations considered legal documents detailing overcrowding.
You are a funny motherfucker. He's still waiting at Rainforest Cafe.
To the point where a man slept sitting on a toilet and others were sleeping right next to the toilet.
I have never heard anything like them before, and
Thanks,
it's
Angela.
Been truly staggering to see the level of human rights crisis.
While digging through federal court records in the Southern District of Florida, we found 48 lawsuits filed in the last 3 months against Kristi Noem, Secretary of Homeland Security, which oversees facilities like Chrome.
Yeah.
The details of those cases are virtually all sealed. The nonprofit released this complaint publicly last month, saying ICE deported a South Florida dad to Guatemala without due process. We reached out to ICE, which acknowledged some facilities are experiencing temporary overcrowding. It says it's exploring all options to meet its current and future detention requirements. This includes a new agreement with the Glades County Jail to add housing for migrants.
No justice, no I shouldn't even acknowledge you, whatever your name is. Fuck 'em 99. No. Judge, whatever. You people have short memories. FPS used him to attack his enemy. Yeah, no, I didn't. Listen, Judge, nobody can attack my enemies as good as me. I know you like to believe that, but no. And he says, I tortured people right alongside of SoFlo. People who were fucking with me, and only people who were fucking with me. And I would have tortured them all by my goddamn self. And no, I'm nowhere near as bad. You're just a fucking idiot who's probably a jealous dickhead who hates me because of your fucking jealousy, envy, pussy.
Protesters have started at the facility as stories started to trickle out of Chrome. Democratic Congresswoman Frederica Wilson toured the facility Thursday. She says she did not see poor conditions, but she accused ICE of staging better than normal conditions.
I am positive that they took people out today, so I wouldn't see it. I went inside every place. I went in.
I wasn't paying attention to any of that. Is it bad or what? I wasn't even paying attention.
I've never heard anything like them before.
Oh.
I have never heard anything like
Slept sitting on a toilet, and others were sleeping right next to the toilet.
I have never heard anything like them before, and it's been truly staggering to see the level of human rights crisis.
While digging through federal court records in the Southern District of Florida, we found 40.
Just say cunt, 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 cunt.
8 lawsuits filed in the last 3 months against Kristi Noem, Secretary of Homeland Security, which oversees facilities like Chrome. The details of those cases are virtually all sealed. The nonprofit released this complaint publicly last month, saying ICE deported a South Florida dad to Guatemala without due process. We reached out to ICE, which acknowledged.
Yeah, I gotta call this place tomorrow because that's what I was looking up today. I got the phone number and shit. I took a screenshot. Play the beginning of Maureen's show. If Maureen says I can, I will. But she'd have to tell me I can. That dude deported over talking shit on the internet. Meanwhile, MRE hand out pamphlets to little kids. Yeah, kind of a point there. We were the worst enemies SoFlo could have, all of us together. He was just too stupid to realize it. Ice, ice, baby. I know. He really was, man. Me and Casperosa talked about this before. I told Casperosa weeks ago. I said, me and you are the two worst possible enemies this guy can ever fucking have. You know what I mean? We joked about it. SoFlo is a legend in Little Havana and is well connected. I expected the good people to unite and rally for him. Yeah, right. Chris, there are videos from a guy who had a hidden cell phone camera on Chrome, shows videos of people sleeping on the floor in the cell. Wow, man. That's crazy, bro. Well, good. I mean, I don't know all the people there, so I don't wish that on anyone. But if it's happening to SoFlo, good. All right, Maureen, I'm going to play that real quick because then now I'll be filled in too because I don't know shit about this. Let me get to your, hold on. Who's that girl? All right.
Like going through stuff, didn't even know that it was scheduled. Jeez.
What does Maureen sound different to me in this?
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Let me know if you can hear me, please. Tell me yes, no. Do I have the volume up? Yeah.
Maureen, you can put your Cash App in the chat if you'd like. Who wants it? Stipe? Yeah. Go ahead. Put it in there. Fuck it.
And stream. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. So I wanted to do this live to explain some stuff. Son of a bitch. To explain some stuff, and what I was doing was I was just uploading photos, but now that I guess I'm live, I don't know how I can grab them. But first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for all your help with this endeavor. It was a long time coming, which I know most of you will agree. I'd like to say I've been working on it for over 2 years. And what got me started working on it is, one, everybody
fucking dedication right there.
Knows that I was being, attacked, brutally attacked. They were looking for all my information, and they even offered a bounty for it. And the person who offered a bounty for it even said that he didn't have an issue with me he was only doing what he was doing because he was defending his friend.
Oh yeah, SoFlo is defending Chicago, right?
Who came out and decided to slander and defame me and say that I attacked his father's service.
Oh,
but we all know that.
Maureen, why did you delete your Cash App? If you got a new one, oh, there it is. There you go. There's your Cash App. You're one of my heroes, Jason. So she's one of mine now, too. Anybody want to donate to Maureen Moe for her hard work? Go right ahead. It's fine with me, guys. I swear to God, Mr. Anonymous 6 took care of me. Go right ahead. Maureen fucking deserves it. Donate to Casperosa while you're at it, too. Casperosa, put your Cash App in the chat. I'll donate to you both right now.
So after he invited me to get his record, which I obliged, I was going through some paperwork and I found a deportation order in his, I don't know if I can do this while I'm live, if I can grab them. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Hopefully I don't disconnect. I don't know if you can.
No problem. Throw that shit in the chat. I don't know how much luck you guys are going to have because that doesn't seem to be anybody donating tonight, but they'll probably donate to you quicker than they will to me. So go right ahead, guys.
Still hear me? Okay, one. Yes, please watch the chat, as I'm not very good at watching the chat. And if Fish comes in here, I want him automatically blocked.
Oh.
He's not allowed in my chat.
That's it. Donate extra to Maureen.
So I'd appreciate that very much. Let me see if I can grab this one more. Add to file. You would think I would know what the hell I was doing by now, but I don't. Okay, open. Okay, so when I was looking through his file and, you know, I was finding all this stuff, I came across this. And it is just saying that an inmate is an alien of the United States. Please see the information below. So when he was in prison, they found out that he was
Casperosa, put your shit in the chat. What are you doing?
An illegal. So what they did was they ordered him to go to immigration when he was released. And I believe that is
my bad, guys. Somehow I missed this one. I apologize. Stevie B, $10. Thank you very, very much, man. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you.
Is how he was put on supervised release, because back then, I don't believe that we had any kind of positive communication with Cuba. So he was allowed to remain here under supervised release. And I only found that out because I reached out to a friend of mine, and I told her about the situation, and we put our heads together and we realized that we knew somebody. So we reached out to them, and I was met with this, which I'm sure you guys have already seen. It says subject is currently out on an order of supervised release with ICE. I was given the agent's phone number and, where he worked at that time. So what I did was I did some more digging. And
he was already in Chrome or what?
And I came up with this. And it said that the decision date was March 6, 1986. The immigration judge ordered him to be deported. So I wrote an email and I made a couple phone calls, but I wrote an email to the agent that was in charge of his case. And I was told to for my, my best recourse of action would be to go get a restraining order. And I wrote him back and I said, that is not an option for me, because once there is a restraining order, he will have the information that he is offering $1,500 for. He put out a $1,500 bounty for my information. And his friend,
Tina, put out $1,500 for your information.
The Ozark Ogre, added $500
The
to
Ozark Ogre. I never heard that before. It's pretty good.
that bounty. Excuse me. So I told him that.
Hook them up, man. If you can, hook them up. They deserve it. They worked fucking hard, man. They got SoFlo deported. So hook up Maureen and Casperosa. Why not?
That was not an option for me, but I did know someone who had an open restraining order on him. And that's when I took it upon myself to reach out to Josie, and I asked her to help me with this because she had an open restraining order. And it was actually, I believe at that time, just renewed. And then, that's how that started. When I also wrote Governor DeSantis, I was emailed back and I was told that I had to do all these steps. And believe me, I had to jump through hoops and perform all these steps. Only a handful of people at this time knew what I was doing because I didn't want it out there.
That's understandable. Hold on. Tom Sheehy, 10 pounds. I told you Chicago Muscle is a big scumbag. As big a scumbag as So Slow. Canarsie is just behind them. Yeah, he's definitely, yeah, probably. No, she's no joke. No, she's not. You didn't know that already? Jeez, I knew that a long time ago.
When it did,
me and Maureen ever decided to, go after each other. There's a good chance we could ruin each other's lives, probably.
Finally get out there when it wasn't supposed to, he called his ICE agent and he whined and cried and made it sound as though he was the victim. He was being attacked.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me rewind. Guys like pay attention to the chat and stuff too. Hold on. So she tried to put a restraining order on him and he cried to his ICE agent.
A couple phone calls, but I wrote an email to the agent that was in charge of his case. And I was told for my best recourse of action would be to go get a restraining order. And I wrote him back and I said, that is not an option for me, because once there is a restraining order, he will have the information that he is offering $1,500 for. He put out a $1,500 bounty for my information. And his friend, the Ozark Ogre, added $500 to that bounty.
I didn't know that part. Maureen, you are so South Philly.
Excuse me. So I told him that was not an option for me, but I did know someone who had an open restraining order on him. And that's when I took it upon myself to reach out to Josie, and I asked her to help me with this because she had an open restraining order. And it was actually, believe at that time, just renewed. And then, that's how that started. When I also wrote Governor DeSantis, I was emailed back.
You wrote Governor DeSantis? And Maureen, I don't think you even like Governor DeSantis, huh? Good job. See, that's dedication.
And I was told that I had to do all these steps. And believe me, I had to jump through hoops and perform all these steps. Only a handful of people at this time knew what I was doing because I didn't want it out there. When it did finally get out there, when it wasn't supposed to, he called his own ICE agent, and he whined and cried and made it sound as though as he was the victim.
Of course he did.
He was being attacked. He was only defending himself. So what I had to do was I had to send in a whole bunch of clips. And excuse me. While I was sending in these clips, I was like, well, this doesn't do any really justification, because he can always argue and say, yeah, but you don't, you know, this was said before this. So what I had to wind up doing was recording his whole show, uploading his whole show to my YouTube channel under unlisted, and then send that whole entire show to these people that wanted all this evidence. And that's exactly what I did. In the meantime, he just kept going and going and going, and I refrained from even answering him. He stated on a live, when he got into an argument with the Ozark ogre, that the only reason that he was attacking me was because he was defending him. And I even sent that as this is his justification. There was absolutely nothing that I've done for him to warrant his behavior towards me. I also added a lot of other things from people. And what really, I mean, let's be honest, what really started this whole fucking campaign for me was the way he was attacking somebody's daughter and their family. And once I found out that he was an illegal alien, I said, this is it. This is the way I can get rid of him. This is the way that I can, you know, defend myself and my friend at that time. And I told that person, this is what I'm going to do. He eventually started attacking her because I had a wrench in his chat.
Get out of the way.
In her chat. So what I did, I personally volunteered and I said, I am going to back out of your chat. I am going to.
Holy mother of Christ. Look at that. Tom Sheehy, 100 pounds. Chris, send Maureen 50, please. Maureen for president. Gotcha. No problem. Thank you so much, Tom. That's fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope Maureen sees that. I don't know if she's still watching.
To create a sock account, and I will go in under that name. It was met with no, don't do that. Fuck them. I was like, no, this is what I'm going to do, because it's not fair that you're getting attacked because of what I'm doing. So that's exactly what I did. I stopped going in under Maureen Mo, and I created a fake account, went in there. I was given a wrench and everything. I believe it might have been a month, maybe 2 months. I really don't know. That's how long I was in there under a sock account. And then finally, I said, fuck this. I'm done. I'm not hiding anymore. So I brought out my real account back. And that's what happened with that. So that's how this whole kind of campaign started with me. You went after a friend of mine at the time. You were being very brutal. You were being nasty, disrespectful, just downright disgusting. You were speaking about my daughter, who's not even on here. You were speaking about my son, who's not even on here. You were attacking my husband at the time, but you didn't even know that it was my husband. So
I just sent it, Tom.
There was a lot of, it was one big ball, you know, rolled into one that started this. I know I say a lot. Sorry, I apologize. So once I, you know, that came out that I was in touch with, you know, ICE, and Josie was in touch with ICE, and, you know, he cried, you know, victim and everything. My campaign upped. I was maybe going at,
forget that comment, Nico. See ya.
80 miles an hour, but at this time.
Did I ever tell you about that fucking dude? There was this black gay dude on TikTok or fucking something. And he used to do videos about people's tweets. And he would look for people's fucked up tweets with like no punctuation and shit. And he would show the tweets on his show. And one of the tweets was, "Man, I just want to see my uncles fuck." This is what it was, a guy. And of course, with the right punctuation, it would have said, "Man, I just want to see my uncles fuck." He fucked up. That was the funniest shit ever. Punctuation is very important.
And after he called and played the victim, I went up to 220, maybe even 500 at sometimes, to where I was going to explode. I was going to overheat. I was the squeaky wheel. You know, I wouldn't take no for an answer. I was told, you know, contact this one. And this one would say, well, okay, contact this one or contact this one. And I'd be like, I already did. They sent me to you. This is, you know, what can we do to rectify this situation? He is not an American citizen. He is terrorizing American citizens. He's offering bounties. He's calling their homes. He's doing Google searches of their homes and looking for cameras outside their homes. So every little tidbit of information that I could get that he was doing against us, I was forwarding.
Nice.
And I was actually like, you know, a dog digging for her bone. I was not letting this go, and I refused to let it go. And if anything, if I'm still not going to let it go, if we don't hear anything. But from what I do understand is I was the one who received the phone call from the congressman's office.
Just real quick, guys, you should, Maureen and Casperosa, if you want, drop your links in the chat.
After I went up there and I spoke to that man and I told him everything that was going on and showed him everything that was going on, he, you know, took me very seriously. We had
I didn't know she had a meeting with him.
Great meeting. And then, you know, he was told that he would get in contact with me if he could do anything. They were contacting me weekly. There was no update. And all I would do is, you know, reply with, thank you for your time. I appreciate everything that you're doing. I was not calling them and harassing them. I just, you know, I just let them do what they needed to do. And then as everybody has witnessed, I got that phone call, which I missed. And I called him back, and thank God I recorded that call, because if I would have came out with this, none of you guys would have believed me. And you know, I'm not going to put anything out there unless I have receipts.
I definitely wouldn't have.
And or proof. So when I got that phone call, I was elated. I was in disbelief. I was like, there's no way. I'm being punked. This is a joke. Somebody's fucking with me. You know what I mean? So the first thing I did was I called the couple of people that I knew, and I was like, he was detained. And they went off and they contacted people that they knew. And yes, it was verified on their end. And then I reached out to the person that I spoke to and thank God.
I want to hear that again. Guys, Joey Dime sent $5 and said, for great show, match, great show. Thank you, brother. As you guys know, he's one of the biggest sponsors of the show.
I recorded that call because if I would have came out with this, none of you guys would have believed me. And you know, I'm not going to put anything out there unless I have receipts and or proof. So when I got that phone call, I was elated. I was in disbelief. I was like, there's no way. I'm being punked. This is a joke. Somebody's fucking with me. You know what I mean? So the first thing I did was I called the couple of people that I knew, and I was like, he was detained. And they went off and they contacted people that they knew. And yes, it was verified on their end. And then I reached out to the person that I spoke to in the beginning, who gave me the information that I needed. And it was also verified that, yes, he is detained. Now, I know nothing about deportation. All I know is this. there was an order for deportation back in, what was it, 86, 84, 86, 86.
Guys, Jane put Gasparo's and Maureen Mo's links in the chat. If you're not subbed, go sub to them.
He did not appeal it. That stays open. So, and because of everything that's been going on, they had no idea of his online behavior, because apparently nobody before me went above and beyond to do all of this stuff. Now, I'm not saying, listen, it is what it is. So they had no idea of his online presence. They had no idea of what he was doing. So they didn't know to look for that. Also, most of his channels were in aliases. They were not in his correct name.
Thank you, Sally. You got $1 Mimo?
So once they became aware of that, I believe that they started digging and looking into it further. So, and then once he offered, and I'm going to say this because Howie said it publicly, that once he offered money to people for Howie's whereabouts, and Howie reached out to his people, I believe that that's what really, really lit the fire under their asses.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. And you got to remember, there's already been many FBI reports about this guy going back a couple of years. Me and someone else I'm not going to mention who actually had an ongoing thing with the FBI agent I spoke to. He's being updated regularly. So yeah, Howie probably did play a vital role in it, you know. And I remember the night Soflo said, the fucking jerk off. He said, "I'm gonna get your information from FBS." First of all, I don't have it, but I said it to myself. There's more of a chance of me giving Howie your information than me giving you Howie's information. Howie, what do you want to know about Soflo? I got you.
And I appreciate that. Believe me, I really, really do. So there's a lot of people that can be thanked for this, but I don't want to call out their names because I don't know if they want to be publicly thrown under the bus, if you know what I mean.
Recognized.
So that's that whole story. And I'm still happy. And I'm not going to take 100% credit for it because, like I said, it was a group effort. There was people that I reached out to behind the scenes and said, would you share this petition? I mean, that's, you know, as simple as it got, you know, reaching out to people behind the scenes and say, when you go live, could you please share this petition? Would you ask your people to sign this petition? And that was not just in this community. It was in other communities, the women's community. I mean, there's a lot of communities that I was asking.
Ward, thank you for the $5, brother. I appreciate you, man.
So that's that part of it. Now, there's another subject, which I've been trying to keep offline, but
so yeah, you ain't kidding. I just need food, madam.
My name keeps getting thrown into the shit, and my husband's name is now being thrown into the shit to justify stuff, and I'm tired.
Hey, Maureen, you should have just led them to I'll just say our, if the person in the chat wants to take credit, our SoFlo website. You should have just led the feds right to that.
I've asked this person 3 times to leave me alone, stop mentioning me, stop threatening me. And I keep getting met with, you know, I'm a sick bitch, I'm a liar. You know, I promised that I wouldn't dox you, but I never promised that I wouldn't dox your husband. So
yes, Jason, the SoFlo website.
I told this person, I said,
round of applause for Jason.
that they said that they were thinking about filing a lawsuit and that I would be named in this lawsuit. And, you know, you can't be named in a lawsuit under a Jane Doe. I made this person aware that knowing that they know that there's people out there searching for my information. And if she does add my name to a lawsuit that I have nothing to do with, that I would file against her for.
All right, so this is not the okay, yeah. Gotcha, Angel, yeah. I didn't know. I just wanted to make sure the SoFlo part's over. Nice. What's up, Butterfly Kisses? Thank you. It was my pleasure. You don't want to fuck with Jason either, man. You do not want to. Jason, can we update that website? Fuckface got deported. You know, I still pay $25 a month to keep that bitch ass website up. Oh shit. SoFlo is so many steps ahead of us. He circumvented the globe and ended right up where he started in Cuba. Yeah. You're going to update it tonight? Nice. Everybody check out TonySoFlo.com. I bought every motherfucking domain. I got Jorge Orlando Espinoza.com. I got Jorge Espinoza.com. I got a Tony Action Tech, I think I bought every fucking domain. And not just him, people around him. I'm not going to say, but I have their domain names just in case. Tina has no idea how close she came to having her own fucking website called ConchettaPalameni.com. She has no fucking idea. But believe me when I tell you, ask Jason. I sent him the list of the fucking domains I bought. I spent hundreds of dollars buying every fucking domain. I wasn't even fighting with him at the time, but I heard him doing that website shit with Shug. I said, oh, okay, he plays that game. So when we start fighting again, and we will, he'll try to buy a website. So I bought FatBaldSicilian.com. I bought fucking, I bought everything. Oh, man, I know, me too. It was worth the money to keep it up. Fucking right, that was impressive as shit. Once the show ends, I got it. LOL, nice. Also, the white hat hacker. Yeah, remember that bullshit? Someone please send Chris $25 to pay for the website fee. No, it's all good. No, I got no problem paying for it every month. It's all good, man. It's worth it, you know? It's worth it. We gotta revamp it though and do some other shit to it. Casperosa has some suggestions. I know he does. Y'all give Tina the runs. We do. That bitch has diarrhea right now. This takes precedence over everything, big dog. Yeah. You were smart getting out ahead of it, FBS, getting domain names before he could get them. I bought every variation of Tina's name.com, every variation of Tony's name.com. I bought every fucking thing. You have no idea. And I renew them. And I own some other ones. I'm not going to say what they are, but there's certain other people in this community. I own their domain names too. I regularly got to fucking renew them like every year. It's fucking a lot of money, but it's worth it to me. I don't care. Oh, I would be honored, Casperosa. How dare you? I would be honored. Please do. Hell yeah. My phone's going to die, so I'm out. Thank you to everyone who donated. I appreciate it. Have a great night. You too, Maureen. I'm actually going to get going in a second, too. Can you drop the link for a second? I have a funny story. Oh, yeah, of course. I can't wait to hear this. Make sure you Google optimize. The website for maximum exposure. Guys, you don't know. I'm not playing either. Like, I bought Tina Palameni, Conchetta Palameni. I bought everything. Everything, just in case. I was prepared. He has no idea. Is get rid of Hummer Mummer. What? What do you mean to say? Through the roof, baby. Yeah. I wasn't playing. Some of the people that I talk to behind the scenes, they know. You guys never know what I'm up to. I take precautions, man. I take precautions. That motherfucker would have tried anything stupid with my family or anything. Everybody would have had their own websites. And you saw what Jason could do. So I'm not talking about no bullshit. I'm talking about sophisticated, beautiful fucking websites. Yes, sir. Oh, now get rid of the Gummer Hummer Harry. It appears he got rid of himself. We'll see. I have a feeling he'll be back, but we'll see. Chris should be popping up any second. And by the way, with that website, TonySoflo.com, everything's on there. You can get his entire criminal record. It's all downloadable from the website. You can get everything. There's all kinds of shit. So you should check it out. You got to search around, but yeah, you should check it out. TonySoflo.com. I am a motherfucker. Bella ciao. Bella ciao.
Una mattina mi sono
I'll be right back, guys.
Bella ciao, bella ciao.
Don't go nowhere.
Una mattina mi sono alzato.
Don't go anywhere because Kasparoza will be on in a second to tell a funny story that I guarantee you has to do with what happened to Soflo. So give me a second. I'll be right back.
È entrato l'invaso.
E le genti che passeranno, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 delle genti che passeranno, mi diranno che
Una mattina mi sono alzato, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invaso.
Tony singing that from his cell. Yep. The rise and fall of Miami, for real. Dancing on Soflo's grave. Hell yeah. CM is watching. I like the slug he is. Might be. Break out the Pellegrino, baby. Where's Kasparoza at? What is he fucking with me? He said drop the link. Where'd he go? It's right there. He said it. I'll drop it again. Let me make sure I dropped the right one. I had to have. I fucking had to have. There's no way around it. You hate him, Tom. You have every fucking right to, by the way. Every right. Every right. I'm antsy, guys. You ever see me like this? I'm bouncing my fucking legs and shit. I don't know what it is. I'm excited or something. I don't know. Kasparoza, I'm about to call him on the phone. Should I call Kasparoza and see what the fuck he's doing? What are you doing, bro? Where in the fuck are you? I think he left. Where you at, Kaz? Yeah, what's he doing? Oh, shit, what'd I just do? What the fuck just happened? Oh, no. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Let me hit this guy up. Hold on. What are you doing, bro? I'm waiting for you. I dropped the link like 2 hours ago. Where you at? You getting ready? Oh, all right, Tom. Thanks for everything, man. Have a good night, brother. It's a good dude right there. The best. FPS, in case you're interested, Tina is selling his half of the food stamps. No, I'm good. I used to buy food stamps all the time, and I ain't buying his. Fuck him. Well, if I did, I'd just give him to a homeless person or something. Tell him to go fucking have a ball. Hello? Oh, all right, all right. Yeah, thing's not letting him sign in. What's up, brother? You...
Thank you. I got a funny story. That was funny to me.
Right.
I don't remember when this was. This might have been like a year and a half ago or something. But Soflo was on his show one day, and he's telling his audience, I don't know if it's 100 bots or 100 people, whatever it was, and he's saying, everybody live here in front of you today on Tony Action, I'm gonna buy JohnGottiFacts.com. And he's just going on for like 10 minutes. I'm gonna buy it here live for everybody. I'm gonna go JohnGottiFacts.com. And I was like, oh, that's an interesting domain name. So while he was talking, I bought it. And he was trying to like complete the purchase. He was like, what the fuck? What happened? I can't buy it.
I remember when you did it, bro. I remember when you bought the fucking website. I found out later, but yeah. Soflo, that's the thing. He telegraphs his punches, man. He always talked about these website names he would buy. So I was like, oh, I'll just buy them first. And Kasparoza did the same thing. That's hilarious.
I guess, right? I don't know.
Yeah, and the fucking thing probably cost $3.
It may have been 12. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But whatever it was, I was just like, that's not really just domain name. I think I'm more entitled to that than him. So fuck him.
And now you made a whole website, right?
Yeah, I got to update it, and then I was going to build the Port Jorge Espinosa.com, and I put like the initial piece together for it, but I've just been so swamped with other stuff. And the purpose of that site was to, what's the phrase I'm looking for, to help rally people at ICE. Like look at these, here's all his fucking court documents, and here's clips of him threatening people, making extortion threats online, blah, 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 threatening to sexually assault women, etc. Here, support this fucking guy. What the fuck? And the petition on it, but I never really got to completing it the way I wanted to. So, all right, I guess it's TonySoflo.com, and I'm going to plug that on JohnGotti.com. And, it's, I'm going to put a thing on there for your channel, like celebrating his deportation, the whole fucking thing. I'm going to update that site. And, when we get a copy of his mugshot or his torture shot, whatever it would be, in CCOT or wherever the fuck they have him, hopefully, we can get a copy of that, and that'll go on there too. And this is Angel Gotti's henchman, so our former henchman.
That's true.
That's about it.
That's true. You should get with Jason and help update the fucking TonySoflo.com site too.
Absolutely. I'm happy to help.
Oh, that'd be great.
In whatever way I can.
Nice.
Thank you for having me, Chris. I will talk to you soon.
No problem, brother. Thanks, man.
All right. Peace.
Peace. All right. Sun Tzu. Yeah, Sun Tzu. He thinks fucking dickhead doesn't even know what Sun Tzu is. I knew more about Sun Tzu than he is. I never even read the fucking thing. Than he does. I'm sorry. Anyway, guys, it's been real. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, for being here. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you to the people who donated. Thank you to the people who donated to Maureen and Kasparoza. Thank you, Maureen, for filling me in finally. And thank you, Kasparoza, for your help as well. And Jason, you are the man. I love you all. And until next time, salute.